Hello PB goers! Welcome to a brand new series on the channel where we're going to be creating a new account starting all the way at level 1 and seeing if we can get to max level 20 and become the #1 PB Go player in all of New York City. Let's get right into it. I just popped open a brand new account. I'm going to run through the basic tutorial first and let's see how many levels we can get through today. Let's start conquering some territory, recruiting new balls, and we're going to start out slow. It's going to be a grind because New York City is one of the top places to play PB Go in the world, but let's see how far we can get in the very first video. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. When you pop open Polandball Go, it's going to prompt you with a tutorial at the beginning. Obviously, I know how to play, but it just gives you some basics on collecting clay. I'm going to run through this tutorial quickly. It's telling you to, explore the world, walk around, get within 50 meters of clay to collect it. Recruit your first character, which we're about to do in a second. Complete quests to progress. And there you go. It's a very simple tutorial. Hopefully, though, it's enough information to get you guys going. It's enough for me to get going, as I obviously know how to play already. But let's see, let's get into these roles and see what are the very first couple characters that we're going to get on this brand new account. So, by the way, there's a brand new banner that actually just coincided with this series, which is Liberty or Death. So we could pull from that banner. There's also Mandate of Heaven available and also the Master banner. So we have 3 banners to pull from. Obviously, we're doing this challenge in New York City. So in that spirit, I'm going to be pulling from Liberty or Death. And yeah, let's start that off and see what we get as our very first character. I'm going to go ahead and recruit. I'm hoping for some good luck here. We're starting in USA, New York. Okay, you know what? That's a great sign. Okay, I think that maybe this challenge is actually going to go quite well. We're playing in New York City. The very first ball that we get actually is New York, so that's fantastic. Obviously, it's a new dex entry. Very nice, pulling that New York rare. Super happy with that. I still have 901 clay, so I'm only 100 clay off my second recruit, which is great. Oh, and there you go. 185 clay just spawned right on top of me, so that's fantastic. I have enough for a second pull. Before I do anything, let me hop over here to the menu, or actually, sorry, not the menu, the quests. And let's take a look at what are the requirements for me to level up and actually start progressing in the game. Obviously, leveling up is the best way to progress in the game. It gives you clay, it gives you potions, it gives you gold. It's kind of the best way to start out in the game and also measure where you are in terms of how well you're doing in the game and how making sure that you're progressing properly. So I'm going to pop over here, finish the tutorial, recruit a character. That is easy. We're going to get 1,000 clay and 10 gold just for that. So let's level up and let's see what our level 2 or level 3 quests are to get to the next level, which is level 3. So I now need to own a territory and withdraw a defender from a territory. So those can both easily be done as long as I can conquer a territory, which I can. So you guys can see I'm currently in a contested territory. This is from my other account, my main account that I usually play on, controls this current territory. It's being controlled by Solomon Islands from the Leviticus account. That's my main account that I play on. But thankfully, the New York that I pulled is actually 1557 CP already right off the rip. So I can go ahead and conquer this territory right away. And that should be one of the quests that I have complete. So let's hop back over here. Let's take a look at the levels. Okay, so I've already done the very first quest here, which is owning a territory. Now I need to withdraw a defender from a territory as well. So the way that you're going to do that is we're going to hop in here. There's actually 2 ways to do it. Since I only have 1 ball right now, I'm going to head over to the My Ball section. I'm going to click on New York here. And you can see at the very top of the screen, it's defending a territory for the past 27 minutes. I may have stepped away very quickly and came right back. But anyway, no one noticed that cut. Let's go ahead and withdraw New York. So now it's no longer controlling that territory. And by the way, look at how nice that New York is. Shout out New York, playing this game in New York City. Anyway, let's go back. I should have now completed that quest as well for withdrawing a ball. So let's head back into quests. Let's go to our level quests. And as you can see, we've completed our quests to upgrade to level 3. We own a territory and we've now withdrawn a defender from a territory. So let's go ahead and level up. We're going to have 1,000 clay, 10 gold, and 1 blue elixir from that upgrade as well. Fantastic. Let's see what the next quests are. Okay. Next requirements are collect both your daily quests. Let's take a look at that. And then also capture 1 territory or recruit 3 characters. Good news is I think I have enough clay to just straight up recruit 3 characters. So let's see if I can do that and also collect both your daily quests. So let me hop over to daily quests. The daily quests right now are just checking in and also conquering a territory. So thankfully I'm able to do both of those. I also get 200 clay for doing that. So that's nice. As you can see, I just completed that. And now let's go ahead and recruit 3 balls, I think. Yes, we're all the way at 3.4K on the clay. So obviously we're going back to the Liberty or Death banner. There's so many amazing balls here. I don't even know which one I want the most. British Empire, we have 2 forms of 13 colonies, California Mass, FBI. There's just so many amazing balls. But obviously for the Let's Play, I'll take anything just to start off. Let's see where we are. We're in Asia. I got Timor-Leste. Fine. Everything's going to be a new dex entry for now, so that's great. Let's recruit 2 more times. Where are we? We're back in Asia. Okay, 2 Timor-Lestes. Fine. Am I going to get the 3 back-to-back? I have no clue. Okay, no, we're back in the USA. And I got Maine. Let's go. That's actually a great start to the game. We have now New York, Maine, and 2 1-stars for Timor-Leste, but that's fantastic. I will happily take a Maine. By the way, we're probably going to be choosing New York to be the main character of this run because we're playing in New York City, so we have to, right? But fantastic. We now have a bunch of balls recruited to start off with. Let's go back. I keep clicking menu. Let's go back into quests. And let's take a look at our level. We have now completed both of the requirements here, giving us another 1,000 gold, sorry, 1,000 clay, 10 gold, and also 1 gold elixir. So let's go ahead and level up. That's gonna be even more rewards. The early levels, by the way, are easy to get through, but soon this challenge is gonna get harder and harder. So we're not gonna be able to be the #1 player in New York City that quickly, but let's see how long it takes, right? Okay, so now, what are the new quests? Use an elixir from your items. That we can do pretty easily, and also have 5 characters unlocked in the dex, which pretty much means we need to roll 2 more times and hopefully get new dex entries. So let's see what we can do here. By the way, let me just quickly hop over here. There is an event going on right now. I don't know when you guys are going to be watching this, but the Mandate of Heaven or Heavenly Trials event is going on, so I can hop in here and complete actually some missions here, which is going to help me get some clay and get started easily. Do I have any more missions here? I don't think I do. So that's going to be 500 clay. Not bad, not bad. And we're actually just a couple clay off, I believe, from recruiting twice. But let's go ahead and go back to the Liberty of Death banner. Why not? Let's see what we get. We're back in the North America and Connecticut. Okay, not bad. That's going to be a new dex entry. Very nice. And by the way, I have 945 clay right now, so I only need, what? Can I do math? 55 more clay to get to 1,000. Let's see here, by the way. My quest was to use an elixir, I believe. So if I go over to the menus, click on items, let's go ahead and double my range. So that's going to be the blue elixir. I should probably go on a walk now, actually. But I've doubled my range. Damn, am I really going to be that close to 1,000 but not actually get it? I have no clue. Let's see. All right, I'm going to pick that up. And damn, I might have to go out for a walk and actually get some clay right now, right? Let's see. What else do I have to do for my quest? Let's take a look here. Let me level up. I do need to have 5 characters unlocked in the deck, so we're actually probably going to need to go out for a walk. BRB, as I go out for a walk to get some more clay. All right, we're outside on the busy streets of New York, collecting some clay. Guys, it is absolutely freezing. I'm recording with my phone. Oh my God, not good. My fingers are cold. I'm gonna have to actually maybe get my hands in some gloves or something like that, but then I won't be able to play as well. But it is absolutely freezing outside right now in New York. Look at that. New York just has piles of garbage on the street. What a filthy city. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joshing. It's just on garbage days, there's no place to put the trash, so they just put it on the street, and then the garbage trucks, they come and they collect it. But overall, I mean, it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean where I am, so. It is absolutely freezing. That's fine. the things we got to do for clay and the things we got to do to get territories. It takes work to jumpstart an account and be a #1 player in New York City. You can't just sit at home and play Polandball Go if you want to be a top player. You actually have to go outside and touch grass, or should I say touch concrete. In New York there's no grass. But we need enough clay to recruit, guys, so this is what we do. For this series, I'm getting outside, I'm touching grass, we're gonna get clay. This is gonna have to be the first of many adventures outside into the real world to actually become a top player. But I believe in it. I believe that we can do it. By the way, another thing about New York City is that there's always scaffolding. See what I'm walking under right now? There's always construction happening on buildings. So these metal bars are always put up to do construction on these buildings. So I feel like you're always walking under these metal roofs, these metal beams and everything, and you barely ever get to see the facade of the buildings. But hey, that's just part of living in New York, am I right? I'm back. I put on a hat, I put on some gloves. Oh my God, it's freezers up in here. I can't wait to play Polandball Go in the summer. That's all I'm trying to say. I know we have many players all over the world, and it's cold in most parts of the world right now. So those of you that are playing right now and it's winter time, respect to you guys for going outside, still collecting clay. The good times are coming in the summer. In the spring, when the weather gets warmer, it's gonna be much better getting outside and playing Polandball Go. So if you're doing it right now in the winter, only better things to come in the future. All right, I'm gonna be right back and go get some territories. For those of you that say there's no grass in New York City, you might be right, but you also might be wrong. Here I am, Central Park. You can't see any grass because it actually snowed. But there you go. You can actually touch grass in New York City. It's possible. It's not plausible, but it's possible. All this right here behind me is grass, but it's covered by snow. What's funny about playing in New York is if you look at the map, no one wants to touch grass. Central Park is one of the least contested areas in all of New York City. And it's also one of the only places in New York City that actually has grass. So explain that to me. Our players, they don't want to come to Central Park. They don't want to touch grass, but they do want to play Polandball Go. So they continue to touch concrete on the rest of New York City, but they refuse to come to Central Park. Maybe I gotta be the first person to conquer most of Central Park, because that is mostly unclaimed land right now. Oh my God, you guys can't even see, but I'm walking on I'm walking on ice. If I fall on this video, it's your guys' fault. Man, look at this, guys. You can't even see. I'll come back here when the weather gets a little bit better. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now. But right now, we just got a snowy field behind me. But the things we do for clay, Quick update from the little walk before I head back to keep playing. We've got some clay, enough clay to do some rolls, which is good. I had both my potions active, so I was able to get a decent amount of clay, but I'm heading back early because it's cold as hell and I don't want to stay outside for that entire time. I also conquered like 5 or 6 different territories. So we should be in a good place to really jumpstart this account and become the #1 player in all of New York City. Hey guys, before we get back into the video, I just want to say thank you for sticking around this far into the video, and we're going to be dropping a code for you guys, which is redeemable on gift.polandballgo.com. The code is up above. It is PBGO playthrough, so you can redeem the code by going to that website, typing in the code, and also your friend code as well. Let's get right back into the video. Just went outside for a walk. It was very cold, but I did collect enough clay to hopefully level up now. It was too cold to go for a full 30-minute walk, but I'm back. I have enough clay definitely to level up. So let's go ahead and take a look again. What did I need? I think I needed to just register one more entry into my decks. That should be pretty easy. Let's go over here to the recruit and recruit one more time from Liberty or Death. Let's see what we get. All right, US Virgin Islands. I'll take that. That's a new dex entry, and I should be able to level up after that. Fantastic. Let's take... I keep clicking menu instead of recruit. I mean, instead of quests. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go here. Let's take a look at the levels. Time to level up. Getting more clay, increasing my influence cap, and also getting some other rewards. Now I have to collect 1,000 influence and also level up a character to level 5. So let's see how I can do that. I am currently in a territory that I control, which means that collecting influence should be a little bit more easy. Let's see. So I can collect 8 influence. This one might take a little bit of time here. So let's see one more time. I'm going to need to level up a character to level 5, which requires a certain amount of influence. Let's see. And I'm going to need to also get 1,000 influence to even get to that point. So let's look at my balls. I want to take a look at New York again. New York is going to be the character I think that's going to be the centerpiece of this run. So we're definitely going to want to level up New York. If I choose to level up, let's see, to get to level 5, I can't even tell. I'm going to need to get at least 150 influence to level up to level 2. Then I'll know afterwards how much I'm going to need to do. But let's see. Well, I'm back. As you can see, I changed up my outfit. It's actually tomorrow. I did take a little break and I came back one day later to see what my influence is at. And my influence has increased and now I am ready to level up. Funnily enough, actually, during the playthrough, I realized that the old quest where we had to collect 1,000 influence and get a ball to level 5 was actually scaled for what the influence was before we did the influence changes. So I quickly hit up Sharp and I said, buddy, we need to lower this quest requirement. And he listened quickly. So we actually lowered that quest requirement, and let's take a look at what the new quest requirement is. See guys, that's the thing. I have the in, so if I ever think a quest is too hard, I can just be like, yo, Sharp, lower the requirements for me so I can level up quicker. So if you guys know me and you're stuck on a quest, come hit me up and I'll get Sharp to make the requirement a little bit lower. I'm half joking. Anyway, let's take a look at these level requirements. Now, instead of having to complete or collect 1,000 influence, I need to just collect 100. So I've already done that. I'm actually all the way up at 1,500 influence. So that should be an easy check mark. And then finally, instead of upgrading a character to level 5, you just have to upgrade it to level 2. I actually did that off stream, and I was playing a little bit off stream today actually. So my account has progressed a little bit. Haven't done any new character roles yet, but I have got some clay. But let's actually I'll show you guys very quickly who I leveled up. I did level up New York, so I'm coming over to my balls. As you can see, I leveled him up to level 2. So I did complete the quest. And actually, I can level him up all the way up to level 4, so I might as well just do that live, because why not? Like I said earlier, New York is going to be the centerpiece of this run. Until maybe we pull something better, we'll see. But good. I think we're all good to go ahead and level up straight into the next level. So, got my 100 influence. Got a character to level 2. Let's get going. Now we're getting 1,000 clay, another 10 gold, and here we are. Now we are level 6. Let's take a look at these requirements here. I need to create or join an alliance, and I need to send 1 friend request or 15 new territories. So I'm definitely not doing 15 new territories. I'm gonna have to send out a friend request. I'm actually gonna do that right now. And then I'm going to, I guess, create or join an alliance. I guess we can create an alliance together, right? Why not? Let's take a look here. Let's go to no alliances. I'm actually not in an alliance. So, by the way, this is funny because I've been in alliance like since day 1. I've been playing on my other main account. I actually haven't seen this screen in a while. I don't know when you guys are actually going to watch this video, but we're actually working on some new alliance changes and upgrades coming soon. So this screen might look a little bit different when you guys are watching it. But as you guys can see, we can browse for different alliances, and I can actually go ahead and join like any of these alliances that you see here. But I might as well create my own, right? Let's create one for this specific challenge, and I don't know. Maybe I'll set it public so you guys can join. Maybe I won't. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you want. Should this be a public alliance? Should I invite people to this alliance? I have no clue. Should I run it solo? Like I have no clue. I guess it kind of just depends on what the vibes are and what people want. Let's call it alliance name, Rulers of NYC. Fits with my name. If you rule NYC, come join. Even though I don't know if it's going to be public or not. Let's keep the color purple for now, and I'm going to go ahead and create an alliance. Fantastic. So that's nice. We created an alliance. We are 1 member, 7 territories, and 721 global rank. So humble beginnings, but maybe by the end of this challenge, this is really going to pay off and be a top 10 and top 15, top 20 alliance. I guess we'll find out. Let's go back over to quests. I created an alliance. Now I need to send out a friend request. I'm gonna do that, and then I guess I'll just have to wait. Maybe we'll pause the video at the end and see, because I don't think anyone's gonna actually just accept my friend request live. But let me just go ahead, guys, and if you are on this quest ever and you know, you don't necessarily have any friends that you know or you can add to the game, you can always go over to the leaderboard, which is the trophy icon right there, and you can take a look here. You can go to either territory or power, and you can just click on any of these individuals and see if they do have their friend requests open. I'll go to Black Frog 3000, for example. Shout out Black Frog. I can go ahead and add him, and I just send a friend request. So let's see if anyone wants to add me. I mean, I guess for now I can just, I was gonna say I can add my main account Leviticus, but it looks like I turned friend requests off, so maybe I can't. I guess let me just go and add a couple other people. I know Lavash. By the way, shout out Lavash, he's level 20 already, good for you. I know Bull, he has invites off too. I know a bunch of these people. Pixelator, I'll add Pixelator, why not? By the way, Crazy has a British Empire. I didn't even realize that you have to, I didn't even realize you can just send the request and not actually have them have to accept it. So that was easy. That's how you complete the quest. You can just go and send out those requests. I was like, we can pause the video right here, but I guess we'll just keep going. Why not? All right, so I can level up to level 7. I guess we'll just keep going until we have to like go outside and collect more territories, right? Let's see. Now the new quests are collect new characters with at least 10 different attributes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to roll a handful of times for that one. And also collect at least 3-star characters, at least 3 3-star characters or above. Okay, got it. So that's just gonna require a lot of rolling. By the way, let me just quickly get my dailies because I did that. Also, like I mentioned earlier, we're in the Mandate of Heaven event. So let me grab that. And I guess I may as well collect my clay from here. So by the way, like I mentioned, I did play a little bit earlier today. So I'm already all the way up to 13,000 clay. I mean, I guess, guys, should we just do some recruiting on the stream? On the video. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's go ahead and recruit. And let's just recruit a couple balls. Why not? What do we got first? We're in North America, South Dakota. Okay, that's a new dex entry. I'll take that. Let's recruit like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and let's just see what we get. Guys, the New York luck is gonna be crazy. By the way, I'll actually use that to upgrade and rank up my current New York. It's because that's gonna have double shards on that. If you guys don't know what that is, you'll find out a little bit later. Where are we on this? We're back in Europe. Slovenia, one of my favorite arts in the game, for those of you that don't know. I just love the Slovenian flag. Where are we next? We're in Asia, Palau. Okay, that's a new dex entry. You know what's fun about these new accounts is that everything is like a new dex entry and it just feels so good. We're back in Asia. Okay, maybe or Oceania, sorry, and I guess I jinxed that because that's not a new dex entry. What else? Back in Asia again, Syria, at least that's a new dex entry. Let me roll one more time after this. Malta, let's go. I love Malta. That's an awesome art. Let's roll one last time and then let's take a look at my quest, shall we? Hey, New Hampshire. I will happily take a New Hampshire. All right. Hey, by the way, should I contest this? Oh, it's being controlled by my main account's Bakje, which I can't even take over. So I guess, as I'm GPS drifting slightly between two territories. Since I live very close on the border. Let's see if I head over to quests and look at the level now. Okay, you know what? I guess let me just recruit a couple more times since I already have at least 3 3-star characters since I rolled a main and 2 New Yorks. So I guess I just need to get some more attribute characters. Let's take a look. I guess I'm gonna roll out and let's just see. Maryland, shout out Mary. Let's do a couple more here and let's see what attributes I get. Kentucky, I'll take a new dex entry on that one. Fantastic. We're back in North America, Greenland. Okay, these are all new. Listen, all the good characters here are in North America, so if we're hitting North America on the roll, I'm happy. All right. Guernsey, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And final roll. Panama, let's go. That's another rare. Fantastic. All right, really good start to the account, honestly. I mean, no epics or legendaries yet, but I think we have 4 rares, which honestly, guys, I'll take that. And there's some cool rares, so let's go back to quests and level. Okay, so I'm at 9 out of 10 attributes, so I need to roll a few more times, but we'll see. Oh, let me do one more thing before we close out here. Let's go over to menu and let's go to shop, and let's actually collect a couple things here. So we have the daily free bundle. So what is it giving me today? 450 clay, 4 gold, 617 influence, and a Malta shard. I will happily take that. I will happily take that. And then also we have our daily free clay. So for those of you that don't know, you can get up to 1500 clay a day by watching 3 ads. So I'm gonna pause the video real quick and I'm gonna go watch some ads and I'll BRB and I'll get 1500 clay. So see you in a second. All right, I'm back. I watched my ads, I got my clay. As you guys can see, let's open it up at the shop. I got my daily free bundle, I got my daily free clay, so that's 1500 clay. I now have 2.4 thousand. Let's do 2 recruits. Let's see if we can get that last attribute ball. And let's see if we can keep going, or Palau is a dupe. I guess I should probably stop rolling on this banner over and over again, right? And Guam. Guam is a new dex entry, I will take that. But I probably, if I was smart, would have just rolled on a different banner and had a higher chance of, I don't know, getting a new ball or whatever. Let's take a look at quests. Yeah, I'm still at 9 out of 10, guys. So I guess what we'll do here is call it for the first playthrough. I feel like we did a lot. I guess a little recap. What did we get to? We got all the way to level 7. So that's great. We got all the way up to level 7. We have, let's take a look at our balls that we got. We have Guam, Palau, Panama. I guess let me sort these, or I can filter them on, should I sort them on CP? Yeah. So I got a couple New Yorks, a Panama, a Maine, Kentucky, Maryland, Slovenia, and then some other commons, which is a great start to the challenge. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll be playing a little bit offline, but I'm going to be trying to stream most of my gameplay when I'm actually leveling up and doing recruiting. You know, I'll try to take some videos when I'm out walking and exploring New York so you guys can see kind of what's going on, where I play. But yeah. Well guys, that's a wrap for the very first video of the Polandball Go Let's Play series, becoming the #1 player in all of New York City. If you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button, and also if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And also, please let me know in the comments down below, what type of content do you want to see in this series? Do you guys want to see more vlogs where I'm walking around New York City, what I'm doing, what I'm eating, what I see, where I'm at? You guys let me know, because you guys will help me decide where this series is going to go in the future. Thanks for sticking around to the really end, and as always, good luck on those rolls.